Okay, welcome back. We're shooting the second part of the video on hard slab Ikebana vessel forms. Uh, Last one we completed this. It's getting a little dry out here, very sunny. So let's go ahead and add some water. Just spray a little water on it. And again, I'm Philip Cerney, uh, working on air dry clay projects with a hard slab technique. And so until we can get this finished, warm day out, let's keep it in a bag and keep some moisture on it. So I'll finish that a little later. But now I sketched out an idea for form number 2, which is kind of in this theme of a round vessel with an opening and side. Here's another larger version of a Ikebana vessel form. You can see what we're going to do is make one ring for the side, the bottom slab, and then a top dish-like form. So be happy. Okay, so I sketched out some ideas. I'm going to do kind of a very organic kind of form there. A little looser than this is like a thrown form on a wheel, on a potter's wheel. This is going to be more organic, and I'm going to put a little texture in the clay there. So I did one earlier, organic form. This is the top portion of it. And what I did is I just used a bowl after I threw out the slab and let it rest in there. And then next I'll cut a hole, but let me show you that. So we just take a ball of clay here. Okay, see if you can see that, you guys. Okay, and welcome back after spring break. It's beautiful out, isn't it? Okay, so we just take this ball of clay and let's throw it down on our workstation here, and we kind of pull it as we go. And I don't want it perfectly round. I want kind of a loose organic form. Pull it out a bit. Okay, it's getting more organic. Okay, so this is very wet clay, as you can see. That's not a perfectly round form. I wanted this kind of organic form. So then I take it, just take an old bowl and lay it across there, and let's just push that down gently. We're stretching it out. I'm just giving it this round dish form, okay? And just be gentle. All right. And you could, even before you stretch it too far, you could take a tool and just put some lines through there, and then we'll stretch it even further. Okay, little design idea. Later you can emphasize that with some acrylic paints. All right, so that would be the starting point. And then, so this is another organic form that I had done earlier. Now this has gotten pretty hard, so I'm going to moisten that a little bit. And just going to sketch out a hole. All your Ikebana vessel forms have an opening for the flowers to go. So I scored that. Now I'm cutting out a hole there. Just go slowly and try to be gentle with it, because it's going to be fragile. But it's pretty stiff because it's been out in the sun here. Maybe a little too stiff. Be careful of that. If it is, add some water to it. Okay, so I cut out an opening. I kind of want to give it some lines too here. Okay, and just to add a little drama to the form, could go a little deeper. And you know, maybe I'll emphasize that with some color again. Okay, so organic, did some incising. Now with the pin tool I wanted a little more depth, so went pretty deep with the wooden tool. Okay, don't overwork it, but alright, and then now I want to do a bottom portion. So I get some more clay that I had rolled out earlier. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick. And so I'm going to make this portion of the piece, just that side round piece. And I'm going to make it about 1.5 inches tall, I think. So I want to come up about 1.5 inches here. So let me mark that up with my ruler. Have a good ruler, that's always important. 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and then just score that a couple times, couple passes, and push it a little harder each time. Okay, now we want to make sure that this edge got a little dry, so it might break if you, I think I'll cut out a little further into the slab because a little moisture in the center there. Don't worry, be happy. Okay, this is more pliable. Okay, now I'm going to form this, and it's still somewhat dry, so we don't want that to break. So we want to now form this into a circle. That's about the size of this opening here. It can be a little bit larger. Okay, and I'm just overlapping that ring a little bit, and then I'll just take and cut at 45 degrees there. And then what you end up with is a nice joint there. So score that. Score here. Add what? A little slip there. Put these together. Trying to maintain that round form. Keep it as round as you can. Okay, now I'm going to attach this disc to the bottom there of the top portion of our Ikebana vessel. So just score that. It's fun, isn't it? Beautiful sunshine. I'm at work, but am I? Doesn't feel like work. Just having fun here, playing in the mud. Okay, score that nicely. More slip around that. That's how we make sure things attach. Let's put a little extra on this. And then we're gonna go ahead and attach that, work that in good. I'm going to leave this a little rugged. I love the looseness of this organic. So I'm not going to fuss with that a lot. I'm just going to leave that seam there. You can also pat it a little bit to make sure it's adhering to the base there. Okay, and then all we need now is a bottom. So we'll just put that down on the remainder of our clay here. Draw a little, trace a little line for our bottom. Okay, and then we just cut out that bottom. And I'm not trying to be perfect because I'm going for this organic look, which I like a lot. Okay, roll this a little bit. All right, then we're going to score this. Little scoring on the bottom here. Add our slip. Add some slip to this. Attach that to the bottom. Pat it down a little bit, make sure it sticks. And now you have nice organic Ikebana form. You could put one of these, we call these frogs, drop it in the hole there, and then that's where your flowers, see how it goes in there, and that's where you would attach your flowers. Now remember, this air dry clay doesn't really do well with water, so I would go with dry arrangements or artificial flowers. But so that's my basic Ikebana form, kind of like this one, only it's more organic. And now once it dries up, I'll do some interesting color patterns on it and just have some fun with it. Okay, so that's second Ikebana vessel. I'd like to see you guys do two. One in the harder slab, more hard-edged form, and then a loose, more organic one if you like. Okay, so have fun, enjoy the weather, and let's get cracking with a couple of neat Ikebana bases. Okay, thank you.